Well, YouTube, hello again. It's about 9 a.m. on Monday. Temperature is 73. And I don't know if any of you watched the Green Bay-Cincinnati game yesterday, but it was a humdinger. I'm a Packer fan, and the first half was pretty abysmal. We had 7 starters out, 2 of significant consequence in the game. Bakhtiari at left tackle. We really struggled to protect Brett using a guy named Murphy, who I'm not familiar with and can't speak to his background at all, but he had a rough game. And then Mike Daniels, defensive lineman, just a fantastic lineman. During the first half especially, we struggled to stop them. Couldn't get pressure on the quarterback, couldn't stop the run very well. It just was a difficult half. And I know, I don't keep up with all the statistics, but I know Aaron Rodgers was sacked a few times. He was in trouble several times, had to maneuver out of trouble, and just threw everything off. So at the end of the first half, it's 21-7 Cincinnati, and I'm down in the dumps. So I took the dog out for a walk over halftime, and we didn't get back for the start of the third quarter, but by the time I got back in the house and sat down, the Packers had scored. I missed it, so I can't tell you about it, but now it's 21-14. Not insurmountable. And from there on, I can't remember all the details, but it was the Aaron Rodgers show. The defense picked it up in the second half. Aaron got perhaps a little better protection in the second half. They probably modified their blocking schemes, whatever they did. He got a little more time. There were 2 plays that really made the game as far as I'm concerned, and showed off his greatness. How he does this week after week after week, I don't know, but starts up to the line, and he sees a defensive back, number 22 for Cincinnati, is headed for the sidelines because of a substitution. Somehow, Aaron gets the line set, the ball snapped just as 22 is leaping over the sideline. Now, he does this all the time with big linemen who are moving like slowly, but this guy was hustling, and the referee called the penalty. Next thing you see is a conference of the referees discussing this play, and I'm not sure how all this replay stuff works, but apparently, can't remember if the Bengals asked it to be reviewed. I believe they did. I believe they threw the red handkerchief and asked for a review of the play, because it was huge. They were on a big drive. This would have slowed it or stopped it. I can't remember. So they go to the replay and come back and uphold the call. 12 men on the field. And we get 5 yards and I think a first down. OMG. I don't know anybody else in the league no other quarterback, including Tom Brady, Matt Ryan, any of them, that can do that consistently, week after week after week. And you know darn well that these other teams coach their defenses to be ready for that, have to, because he's after them every week. So, score one for Aaron, we go down. Jordy Nelson catches a unbelievable pass in the corner of the end zone, and it's tied. We end up going to overtime. Cincinnati wins the toss. A touchdown on their part ends the game. Defense steps up, stops them. They have to kick. We start a drive, and we only need a field goal to win the game, because the next score wins the game after that aborted attempt for a touchdown by Cincinnati. So we're on our way. And again, I don't remember the exact circumstances, but it was probably third down, crucial. Somehow, Aaron draws a lineman or a linebacker offside. And now he's got a free play. Steps back, looks around, sees a receiver pretty much wide open down the left sideline. In fact, I think he was 5 yards wide open. Heaves the ball a ton, right on the money. Receiver catches it, makes a fantastic run. I thought he was going to score, but he got caught after duking a couple of guys. And they're on the, I don't know, I'm thinking the 3-yard line. Aaron comes up, they call one play. He moves a couple steps to the right to get the ball right in the middle of the field, kneels down, whistle blows, send in the kicking team. Mason Crosby whacks a field goal, game over. One of the best comebacks I've seen in a long, long time. Perhaps outside of the Super Bowl last year when New England came back on Atlanta, which was fine with me because Atlanta beat us to go to the Super Bowl. That aside, I don't know what to say about Aaron Rodgers. Phenomenal. So if you got to watch it, I hope you enjoyed it. If you're from the Cincinnati area, undoubtedly you hated it. And I'm sorry about that, but this is how this guy does it. No one matches him in that regard. I can't believe it. So, that was our Packer game.